We knew from our engagement survey data and our conversations that we've had with leaders that people weren't necessarily having one-to-ones or performance conversations. We knew that they didn't necessarily see them as important. Lots of people do see them as important, but we knew that some people weren't necessarily having them because they would get busy and other things would become more important. So in January, February, we have our mid-year check-in. And then in July-ish, we have our year-end process where everyone has a meeting with their manager. They talk about the previous 6 months to a year, what's worked well, any wins that they've had. And then we talk about the year ahead and what the goals are going to be and how they can support what we're trying to achieve as the organisation. The stats have gone up significantly since we launched, which is awesome. I think we may have had 55% participation and we're now up to 80% or so. So a huge big jump for us. It's also given us a great view of the organisation around how that's setting, where these conversations are happening and where they aren't, so we can actually support our leaders a bit better. So we're really adamant that we do not want to make these conversations compulsory, because we know if they're compulsory, it can drive the wrong behaviours. People can have them for the tick box process. Research actually tells us that having a poor performance conversation is more detrimental to none. So we're not making them compulsory, and what we're wanting to do is not just introduce a tool, but to build up that leadership skill set around why they're important and how to do it in a way where your staff member feels valued and understands the benefit. We even had people within our own team that were a little bit hesitant around approaching some of these conversations, fear of being told that you're not good enough or anything like that. And so it's been good to see that that hasn't happened and that people starting to have that mindset shift as well. So that's all part of that journey, is that shifting of mindset.